resource management. What is a human resource? What is a resource? A resource is something you need to, let's say, produce something, right? Material, money, blah, blah, blah. A human resource is something special. It's the resource which is somehow related to what? To people. Okay? Human resource management is about people. What people? Children, customers, people inside a company. We name these employees. Okay, the problem with resources is that once you use resources, they get exhausted. Okay? So a better term for this is maybe human capital. Because once you use capital, if you use it the right way, it grows. As well. But in practice, it's not so commonly used. Some companies say human capital management, but it's not so commonly used. I know just a few companies who say human capital management. Most companies say human resource management. So that's why we stick to this term. Okay. So this is what we're going to do today. 3 questions. Now, of course, you must be able to answer these questions at the end of this semester. What is human resource management? Talk about this. Which megatrends determine future challenges in HR? And there are some megatrends out there. The world is changing, and this has a huge impact on what we do in human resource management. And then I will show you a kind of overview about what is human resource management all about. Okay? So, let's start with the first question. Here is the definition. No, start with this. Innovation. This is one mega trend. Okay, do you know what this is? The old telephone. Cell phone. iPhone. Okay. What comes after the iPhone? Be sure that if Apple does not invent something which goes beyond the iPhone, Apple will lose. Yeah? Will be the case. Definitely. Yeah? The iPhone or the smartphone in general, it's not the last thing. Yeah? In 10 years we will have something totally different. I promise you. Don't think that Google is the last search engine. Yeah? In 10 or 20 years we will say, oh, do you remember? We used a website called Google, yeah. Huh. Old stuff. That was so boring, right? You had to type in a word and then you got a list. Yeah, we will laugh about it. Yeah? The same way as we laugh today about this telephone. I mean, it looks nice, yeah? But we laugh about it. We will laugh about the smartphone, for sure. You will remember my words. Yeah. And for Apple, that means that they must invent new products now. Yeah? For many companies, especially in the Western industry, they say that 80% of our revenue, for instance, 80% of our revenue is done with products that were invented in the last 4 years. Yeah? You know what that means? That means if we would not have invented these new products, we would be in deep shit today. Okay. So innovation is really a mega trend that determines business and the world. Yeah? We can find a lot of other examples. Innovation is the trend. Yeah? But the question is, what does that mean for the people in the organizations? That's the question. What does that mean? Yeah? People have to cope with that. Yeah? They have to drive innovation. They have to be leaders in technology or everything. Okay? Think about the car manufacturers like BMW, Daimler, and so on. The world is changing. You think about the e-vehicle. Yeah? So the engineers, the people in production, everywhere, they have to change their mind. They have to change their skills, their competencies. They have to work with different products because the things are changing. So when, of course, you will need your hand, yeah, to catch your smartphone, but you think. So in nowadays world, people mainly think, yeah, and what they think and what they do is totally changed in the last decades. Yeah, you can order an employee saying, well, do this by your hand, yeah, combine these pieces 100 times an hour, do this, I pay you for this, yes, yes, yes. You can order and you can control. But can you order an employee saying,